Hello guys, this is Vysh. So we'll discuss the Hindu articles for July 6th. Okay, July 6th is a Thursday and we have been doing this since Monday. So please watch the previous episodes. If you don't know where it is in one single playlist, and that in my WhatsApp status also I keep putting the playlist link, and you can message me in WhatsApp also. The number is given on screen. So please be in touch. Editorial is just one of the playlist. You have to watch foundation video, which is like 30 set of free videos which you have to watch, and then you will start watching the lectures also. Okay, after that it's again free. NCERT lectures are there, Spectrum lectures are there. Whatever we have recorded prior to 2018, which is like I think the Spectrum and NCERT class 6, 7 and all, it will have little volume issues. Okay, so use the headset or earphones accordingly, because again redoing that is there's no point. Okay, it's all completely understandable. The slides are all good, the presentation is good, and some are like directly textbook I have shown. So all these things are good only the volume. Sometimes there will be some echo or some issues will be there. Okay, in case in future needed I'll re-record also, but as of now those things which is pre-recorded before 2018, it can have audio issues. Okay, and this video also I hope the audio is clear, and the video sometimes the presentation will run smooth whatever you see on the screen, but my part, okay, where my hand is moving and all, maybe if it is like frozen or something, just ignore that part, just focus on the presentation. Okay, because as I told, technical some Wi-Fi issues are here in my current location, so by next week I hopefully will fix it. And now July 6th I'll show you the articles. Okay, the articles is the things which I always show you in the starting, whether we discuss everything or why we are not discussing something, all those things I'll tell you. So here if you see the first article, this is GS2 portions, that is IR, International Relation, SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the summit. Okay, India is hosting this year's G20 summit also and SCO summit also. So that related some things, but it's a little negative article telling like the joining SCO, was it correct or not? Are we going to suffer in the long run? That kind of some problems of SCO summit that we'll discuss there. And then here the next one is a very big article. It is about the racism in USA and versus the reservation system in India. That comparison kind of one judgment has come there in USA, whether India will adopt it or not, that kind of one discussion. It's again in your GS2 polity part. Okay, then this is actually not much relevant, but still there are some things which are important. I'll quickly go through that article because again it's Kerala state specific, the migrants incoming and doing job there. About that they have given some statistics and issues there faced by the migrants. So because it's migrants related issues, even prelims question came in 23, it has little significance, so we'll discuss that. Okay, even though it is not completely relevant because it's state specific. This also Gujarat news we will not discuss. It's a Gujarat some road and some bridges and all that kind of thing. Then here GS3 economics. There is something called creative economy. Creative means your art and skills which you have, based on that you monetize and make money. That economy is a very like a booming sector, new sector which has to boom. About that we'll discuss. Okay, GS3 portion. This is again Gujarat riot related. One activist some judgment came. Okay, it's not even the riot issue, the activist who raised some concern and all, based on that his some court case is going on, not at all relevant for your exam. Okay, then here if you see again the Hindu versus Muslim, how many MPs are there, the count by state and constituency, they have put a chart. Okay, this and all UPSC won't ask you what is the numbers in Hindu MP and Muslim MP. So that again is not required. So we'll discuss the important articles, and which we will not discuss, that also I have told you. Make sure whoever you are following, okay, if you are not following Vysh IAS and you have some other channel also, please see to that they are actually teaching you all the articles. Okay, because most of them skip and they just show you one or two and then call it as editorial article. And please watch, read this. This is about like should you do anything else, will we give notes, that kind of things are mentioned here. Please read this. And test series 2024 is open. 2025 2-year timetable I will launch by Monday or Tuesday. I will launch it. Okay, I'm working on it. 2-year timetable. And then the foundation, come and get in WhatsApp number. Vysh Courses channel, please subscribe, because there are a lot of current affair related videos we have planned for the next week. Back to back it will come. It will be all on the world related issues, and it will be all relevant for your UPSC and other exams. So the first article, SCO. So SCO, first thing you have to know is what is this SCO? It's a group of countries. You know, there is Quad grouping, there is G20 grouping, and many countries come together and makes different blocks, right? Like we have SAARC, South Asian countries, ASEAN countries, where Southeast Asian countries are together. So like that we have different groups. So SCO was also something like that, which India did not initiate. It is actually China's product. China, Russia, people, they mainly China's. Okay, that's why it's called Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Shanghai is the, I think, the headquarters also. So they have that SCO. So there, if you see China, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. Okay, and that is, I think, the order of joining also. First it was just, I think, 5 countries, Shanghai 5 or something. Then they added countries, Uzbekistan joined, and then again like like that it started becoming a bigger thing. So it became Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and in that India and Pakistan together got entry in 2017. Okay, obviously it will get like that only because China always see to it that Pakistan also enters wherever India is there. So 2017 we entered. 2015 session started. That's how it is. You sign, and that doesn't mean immediately you become the member of it. Okay, it takes time. If you see the screen there, Iran 2021 they had signed that they want to be a member. Okay, but now only July 4 2023. Okay, so it's a very like 2 days before update when the summit has happened. Iran is now the member of SCO. Okay, so they have now I think 8 or 9 members, and next Belarus, like that in the map you can see Belarus where it is. Belarus is in news back to back this year. There will be a prelims question like bordering countries of Belarus or something. Like last year they asked Ukraine's border countries. Belarus is too much in news this year, because in Russia, when that civil war happened now, when that one person, Wagner group, which I explained to you yesterday, Wagner group and Putin, they were fighting within Russia, they are fighting with each other. Belarus came and compromised that. Okay, so Belarus has its own significance. They are on Russia's side. And that is the reason you have to know more about it. So these countries, if you see that all the blue color is the actual member states, then India, Pakistan and all is the full members which joined, and then remaining, if you see yellow and other colors, if you see, some are dialogue partners, some are observer states, some are guest partners. So that almost all in the South Asia, Southeast Asian region have some involvement in the SCO. Okay, but full-time members are only what I listed in the chart. Okay, and Belarus is the next possible one. If you see the date, by 2024, next year's SCO summit, Belarus also will join, will become the member, same like Iran became the member now in this summit. Okay, and then this Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the Council of State Head of States meeting, that's what they call for the main thing. I mean, the main Prime Minister like Modi will be the representative from India, like that from everywhere the main persons, okay, whether it is the Xi Jinping from the China, the Putin from Russia, like that every main person will be the meeting, will be meeting in this summit. So now India became the full member. The reasons, okay, why India chose to be a part of where China, Pakistan and all is there is because this group members, right, they have the, like they hold the 1/3 of the global GDP, a 1/5 of the global trade, 1/5 of the global oil reserves, and around 44% of the natural gas reserves in the full world. So such a group, if India is a part, India also can get maybe some trade benefits and something with these people. Okay, and it's like an access to Central Asia also, because all the Central Asian countries, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, these are all, I think Turkmenistan is not there, Tajikistan, all these are part of this group. So India can have a little bit access to there through this group. They can come together every now and then for meeting, and then they can discuss things. Okay, so that is even though China, Pakistan is there, and we'll have to do sometimes military exercise also with them. Okay, that is written there. It's SCO, Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure, RATS. That RATS, if UPSC asks, till now they have not asked a single question on RATS. If they ask RATS is related to which body, it is SCO. It is their anti-terrorism kind of one organization which they do for military related exercise, kind of joint exercise. Even though India will have to see Pakistan and China together there, they don't mind because they have larger gains by joining this SCO. That is what they thought that time while joining. Okay, and then now what happened is, what this author is discussing, India, another reason for joining is the multi thing which India does. Meaning India is not always like USA sided or Russia sided, or we'll only look into South Asia. It's not like that. So the same year, right, when India joined SCO 2015 to 17 range, that is the same time India joined the Quad also. Quad, which has USA, Japan, Australia. So India making sure that we are there in every block, understanding? Every block. That is what was India's purpose. And we will not stop trades with that separate thing also. Like because USA told we will not stop trade with Russia, because Russia told we will not stop with some other country, we will be doing trade with everyone. Okay. So now India being the chair this year, ideally India should have welcomed all the people here, because G20 we are telling we will do it in Kashmir itself. Okay. That is again to agitate Pakistan and all. We are purposely doing it in Kashmir. And SC also should be ideally like that. But here Modi decided that we will not do that. We will do it as a virtual summit. We will do it through video call. Everybody just in their own countries come on video call, and that is how the summit will happen. So why did Modi do that? Because one thing is, now they don't want to welcome, because whenever somebody comes, you have to arrange the welcome things. Airport, you have to go and receive them, then that grand parade and all these things, and you give that limelight to them. India don't want to do that for the Pakistan president or the China president. Okay, Pakistan Prime Minister or China president, they don't want to do that, this welcome thing and all, which now you saw Modi how when went to USA, how they welcomed. Like that, India don't want to welcome this China person and this Pakistan person. That is one reason. And even Russia, if Putin comes and Modi is giving a grand welcome, USA will not be happy. Okay, because Russia is in war with Ukraine and the USA and everybody hates them now. So if India does a welcome for them, that will again disturb the relation between India and USA. So that is the reason purposely Modi told we will do it as a virtual summit. Okay. First they postponed the dates also, and then finally in a virtual summit they have done. So those reasons are listed, the full thing. But again, the problem is after doing this also, India is the chair, right? So when India is the chair or somebody is the chair, what is their agenda? Some declarations like New Delhi Declaration under this few clauses. So everybody sign it, ratify it, and that is the strength that shows that okay, India is able to run a block like this. But what happened is nothing was signed. This time summit, whatever they tried, first thing is like making English a formal language of SEO. That did not happen. Okay, so this maybe UPSC prelims question will come. They are asking very detailed clauses now. They'll ask like the Russian, Chinese, English languages are the official languages of SEO. English is not there. Okay, so that it's not the formal language. So like that they failed. Then they did not sign any other things, economic cooperation, anti-terrorism, nothing they could sign. So that shows a failure of India being the chair this time. That is what is discussed in this. That I told is a negative article. Okay, and the SEO chairmanship is like for 1 year only, and that is ending now. So that means it is saying government may now be feeling the law of diminishing returns, meaning we joined this to make an impact here in this side where China, Russia, Pakistan is there, but we couldn't make it. So should we rethink our this thing, and will this affect our G20 summits which is happening? That is what the author is asking, and that much only. Simple article it is discussed. Okay. So now the next one, very lengthy one, USA racism versus Indian reservation. USA, no, the issue is not like the high caste, low caste and all. There it is blacks and whites. Okay, right from not the Martin Luther King to Abraham Lincoln, the old time onwards, the people who are black, people who are white, they have that racism issue. Okay, even in the constitution, right? In the constitution, they don't have like we have, where different rights and different reservations. This and all is not there. It's all considered equal. Everybody are equal. So there, whenever some university gives any thing like okay, the blacks will get extra seats or something, then protest will happen, and it goes both ways. Okay, so that one judgment came. That is what we are going to discuss here, and how it is different from India's system and equality kind of thing. If you the first picture, that is what USA believes in. Okay, we gave everybody that one box, so equality. Okay, you are all equal. That is what USA believes in. But India's, if you see, is the second one, where according to people's need or the historical sufferings they had, we'll give them some reservations so that they also become equal to the other person who was always in the high caste, always in the high this thing. That doesn't mean all in the high caste are having good life. Okay, that is why this EWS reservation also started now in UPSC and all. So like that, give everyone needed blocks so that everybody comes on the same page. Okay, then the third picture is a totally different thing. It's like liberation. All the problems just vanished off so that everybody are no problems itself. Okay, the first and second picture, there is a problem. There is a wall in between. Okay, third picture is like the wall itself gone, full problems gone. But that is like a very extreme thing which will never happen anywhere. Okay, always there will be problems. So now what happened is there is in June 29, 2023, a case was there. Their Supreme Court, USA Supreme Court, which they call that SCOTUS, Scottus. Okay, that is the Supreme Court of USA. So a case was Students for Fair Admissions versus Harvard. Okay, Harvard University, a very famous university. So there a thing came. So Supreme Court told that race-conscious admission policies at Harvard and the University of Northern Carolina as unconstitutional and violative of the Equal Protection Clause, meaning they were actually giving reservations for the, I think, the black people or the people who are suffering there. There was reservation, but the Supreme Court told you don't give that reservation because we have something called Equal Protection Clause, which I told you in the first picture. They believe in giving equality to everyone. No white, no black, nothing. Everybody should get the same thing. They're not caring of historical sufferings and all these things. So it is unconstitutional and you should take it down. Okay, so that if you see that line, eliminating racial discrimination means eliminating all of it. Okay, don't tell, okay, you are black, I'll give you extra thing. You are white, I'll not give you extra thing. Don't talk about that itself. That is how they deal with it. That's how Supreme Court has told. Eliminate means eliminate everything. Okay, so this impacts the affirmative action program. So this affirmative action program is this only. Look what is the condition and give needed reservations or seats. That is called the affirmative action program. So that it is getting impacted now because of this kind of judgments which came by the Supreme Court. Okay. So now if you see, the Harvard judgment now makes this nearly impossible in the USA, this thing, and the points, okay, which they have listed, the Supreme Court has listed, equal protection clauses, colorblind, meaning don't look black, don't look white, everyone equal status. Second point they are telling, could only be justified if the state has a compelling goal and affirmative action is absolutely necessary. Meaning their court doesn't think there is so much need that there are too many black people are suffering there, or they had too much historical sufferings. There's no much thing proven there. Okay, just because it is black or just because it is white, you don't keep giving these reservations. Now almost everybody, because USA got independent long back, okay, 1774 something got independent. So now it's over, no need. That's what they are telling Supreme Court. Third point, if you see, it should have a sunset clause. Affirmative action policy should have a sunset clause, meaning the same thing. You start something reservation, okay, but for your lifetime, for next 400 years, 500 years, you cannot give a reservation and the seats. You have to have a sunset clause. It should end after this particular time. Then no need to give. Okay, like in India also, if you see in our parliament and this Lok Sabha seats and all, there was this for SC, this much ST, then Anglo-Indians, this and all was there. But I think recently that Anglo-Indians, it was either reduced or taken away. So after a particular point, you won't need reservation, because that would have been, so whatever they suffered, all those things would have gone. Now everything would have got over. Like that, a sunset clause should be there, is what Supreme Court of USA is telling. And lastly, affirmative action should not rely only on racial stereotypes. Meaning, like we have here, as I told here, just because caste you are telling, okay, general caste means, okay, they are all good, they don't need any reservation. That is not correct. In that also, there are people who have economic problems. Okay, it's not only social problems, it's economic problems. So within the general category, now they are giving this EWS, economically weaker section of the general category. They also have reservation. Same like OBC, SC, ST is getting. From general also, economic basis, this much land, this much house, this much you have income. Based on that, you are getting EWS. So that they are, that is what these people are also telling. Okay. Not only on the racial consideration, other consideration also should be there. These are the ruling which they give. Now problem is, Indian Supreme Court, you would have seen, most of the times they will use like, okay, in the French Supreme Court this was told, in the USA it was told, meaning we refer or we try to replicate that in our Indian system also. So author is asking whether will we also now start telling our reservations has to end, or all these things will we tell. Okay, but again author is telling no, we won't do, because our systems are different. So this in your GS2 paper in your syllabus, there is a thing, comparison of Indian constitution versus USA constitution, comparison of Indian system with US system. Already mains question came. Compare the, I think the president selection model in India and USA, mains question came. So this comparison is very, very important for you. So if you see about affirmative action or reservation and all these things, US constitution is silent. In USA constitution, it's not written any articles for that. But in Indian constitution, we have article 15, we have article 16, where you're giving right to job, right to this thing, extra reservations if needed. Everything is written in the constitution itself by our framers, Ambedkar and that team which we had that time. Okay, so it was already done. So there is a big drastic difference in that itself. USA in the first amendment, okay, if you see next year through the first red line, okay, last red line, next year through the first amendment is what? First time education reservation kind of something was even added to the constitution. Before that, USA basically did not have that idea. Okay. So Indian courts routinely debate the granular questions. Okay, India not only gave it, India every time you see every 10 years they revise this, they keep saying how many seats should be given. The cases have been going since years. Okay, the Mandal case, the 70s. There is a movie, Hindi movie is there, Arakshan. Arakshan means reservation. So Arakshan movie, it will be there in any OTT platform. Go and watch it. That is a proper showing of that system, the reservation system in this country. Okay, right from those timeline, that case and all, when OBC caste got the reservation, then general category people are unhappy. So that fight, everything is shown in that movie. Okay, so watch that. So here, Indian courts does a very detailed work on this reservation system. So just because USA did something, we are not going to change our model, is what author is telling. Then two definitions they are telling: formal equality and substantive equality. That is same that picture which I showed you, that again in theory they are telling. Okay, here you see another distinction is the notion of equality that lays the foundation for affirmative action in both the jurisdiction. Okay, meaning the idea how we are giving reservations and how they are giving reservations different in both the places. Okay, USA seeks to eliminate all distinctions based on the race universally. The reason being, equality cannot mean different things for different individuals. Okay, they believe in that, as I told, fully colorblind. Don't tell white, don't tell black, everybody equal. Give everybody houses, give everybody jobs. Okay, whoever is talented, they will get. That is what they believe, that's what they are telling. Okay, so this applies even for affirmative action, that is that giving reservations and these things and all. So historic discrimination cannot be justified and that cannot be told. Meaning, if you see that word, African Americans or Hispanics. Okay, Hispanics are that kind of people or groups who, Latin American people or anybody who had suffered in the American place, they and all, there is no proper need now for giving separate things for them, is what Supreme Court is telling. Okay, so the narrow view of this equality, this narrow view of equality is called formal equality, meaning give everyone same. okay, and prevents US court from allowing broad-based race-conscious measures. Race-related something they cannot give because this is their ideology, narrow way of thinking. But India, on the other hand, does not treat all distinction of race or caste alike, okay. So here we have that SC, ST, backward class, everybody who faced the historical thing, because those days they were not allowed to maybe go into some jobs, not allowed to read some books. Okay, Ambedkar itself is the example of that. He was not given entry to certain schools. He was not, even in the school he has to sit on the floor. That again, Ambedkar movie is there. Okay, go and watch in English itself, Ambedkar movie is there. So please watch that. So again, it's telling here, some other people in 1976, they told that reservation is anti-ethical to equality, is not anti-ethical to equality, but a tool that furthers equality. Okay, like that. So that line all you can use in the exam. You cannot tell reservation is against equality. It is a tool which will actually provide equality. Understanding? So this is called substantive notion of equality and facilitates Indian courts to pass pro-reservation judgments in sync with the constitutional mandate. Okay, so that's again a very nice line. That's why I highlighted it. These kind of lines you have to use in your exams, in your wherever reservation topic comes, whether it is, if you have to justify reservation is still needed, these lines and all if you use, your answer will be better than the answers of your competitor. Okay, I'm showing you types from the Hindu paper only. Sometimes this will be the question also. UPSC will put this line and tell justify. So you have to write whatever I explained to till now. Understanding, with examples and with this court case and all. So here again, that same thing they are again repeating. Okay, Harvard University's decision is unimaginable for Indian courts. We will not do. It's extremely difficult for us to adopt what USA is doing. Indian constitutional mandate that we champion substantive equality. That is the second one, and adopts a more reasonable test. Indian courts are unlikely to align with the Scottish Harvard ruling. We are not going to align with it. That again, round and round they are telling comparison between India and USA. You can pause and read. Okay, but the main thing I have already told you. There in the constitution it is not there. Here in article 15, 16 it's already there, and we keep updating it also every 10 years or every how many years needed. We do that. EWS like we launched now. Like we keep doing. We are very serious about reservations. Okay, so this only thing they are at the last line. If you see, they are telling sunset clause can be considered. Okay, there may be some cases where you don't need like lifetime. You don't need to give economically weaker section or OBC. Anything maybe sunset clause you can decide for the next 25 years, next 30 years you will give, and then you can end it. That they are telling possibility. Okay, not like strictly, but possibility. Now the third one, creative economy. So creative economy, I told you GS3 paper. Here this report also I found on the internet. This is not there in Hindu. Creative Economy Outlook 2022. It's actually by UNCTAD. Okay, last 2-3 years UPSC is not asking reports. Okay, not asking reports, but anytime they can come back. So please note this. This report is by UNCTAD. Okay. So creative economy now, because this YouTube and all these are including I am teaching you, anybody who has skill, especially now they are telling about art now, okay, like music, painting, any stitching, any fabric, anything you are doing through YouTube or through social media, Facebook and Instagram and all, you can show your art, you can monetize that channel, you can earn money, you can get followers, you can go into other platforms, people will notice you, okay, people will give orders, you can do selling through that platforms itself. So you have now a lot of options in the present day, okay, but still everyone in the like rural villages and everyone may not know all this, how to even start it, how to monetize it, how to do that. So that problem is what is being discussed here. Okay, in general that is the full crux of this 2-3 page article. They're telling for that support has to be given to them. Okay, if you see here, they have technology and digital platform for reaching wider audience, but they face challenges related to economic sustainability, market access, digital divide, crime in the art world and preservations. This 5 points is what discussed in the next 2-3 pages. Okay, crime means like your copyright issue, somebody will steal your painting. Even the most famous Mona Lisa painting of the world is like 10,000 fake copies are there. Okay, you are not buying the original one, right? There are anybody who is making money out of it. So like that, art is a very like problematic thing. You cannot go and find out who is the original owner of it, or there's no watermark copyright if you don't put. It's very difficult. Okay, somebody's art, somebody else will be making money. So that kind of things is discussed here. So we need a collaborative model promoting cultural economy and help encourage India's soft power by creating an ecosystem of innovative technology based startups, providing guidance, providing technical support, give infrastructure, give them funding, investors, networking opportunity, give everything what an artist will need, because artist will do the artwork. There should be some system which will take this and promote it ahead. Understanding? And give them the proper fair price for them. So that is what is told in the complete thing. And then here if you see, there recently has been a UNESCO World Conference on Cultural Policies and Sustainable Development, okay, 2022, which was held to address the contemporary issues in multicultural society. Okay, multicultural related any problems was discussed in this particular UNESCO's conference, and here the goal was to share a vision for the future of cultural policies and to reaffirm the international community's commitment to leveraging culture's transformative power for sustainable development. Again, same thing, culture, empowering them, and then a sustainable growth. This is what was the vision of that particular thing. So the challenges, if you see, again, the same thing which I told you, okay, economic issues, the market access, the preservation, the crime, these are all the problems. So we need more efforts. More efforts are needed to promote the contemporary artist as brand. Okay, you have to make them a brand and then give them that assistance which is needed financially, infrastructure wise, support wise, guidance, mentorship, whatever you need to give them the support. Okay. So there is lack of transparency in the selection process also. You see sometimes there is a mela or something happens in different cities and societies and all. But there, because you have some influence already there, your paintings alone is put in an art gallery, you are doing art sales, art exhibition and all. The real artist in the maybe village areas or who is outside this influence bracket, they are not even able to enter or show their paintings to them. So that lack of transparency in the selection process is problem. It is often random. There is no mechanism. There is no system. That's what is written there. Okay, and the actual thing, people outside the city are unable to gain access to these platforms. Okay, there's no serious effort done by nor private institutions, nor public institutions. Nobody is helping them become that brand. Okay. So this is what I told, art and crime. Okay, there can be copyright, theft, infringement, forgery, fraud, illicit trafficking, any kind of your artwork is stolen or reused or misused by anyone and others are making money, that is a crime in the art field. Okay, so this tackling also need a healthy creative economy, which the institutional support is needed, the government support is needed, and there should be some method to verify which is original and which is not original. Okay, so that should be the gap which leads to injustice has to be filled, and genuine artists should get their fair what they deserve. Okay, so this again, it can lead to financial crimes and all these things, erode public trust also, because people will think, okay, this is original, later they'll find out this is fake, so people's trust also will go away. Next time onward they will not purchase a painting. Okay, so like that cultural the public trust also will go away. And here a list of solutions they are given, which I know by this time you would have understood what are the solutions. Okay, international cooperation, public awareness, advanced technology for authentication, whether it is, as I told, original or not, regular auditing of the acquired artworks, okay, wherever you are doing and all, enhancing the trust of people, winning awareness programs and all these things, institutional record of incoming and outgoing artwork with verified identification mark, again like a watermark kind of thing. So like that, these are obviously the solutions, you will know it, but just in a one page it is listed there. Okay, again, what should government do? Those things are written. Data analytics will be there, facilitation center, some again create an ecosystem where people can actually go and present, meaning even the village people should have some nearest way of reaching there. Okay, same like you have small centers now for getting your Aadhaar card or this thing and all, everything is there in the villages also. They also have access to everything. You don't need to go to a nearest town or something. In your village you have. Same like that, the system should be built in such a way that the lowest level artist people can also present their work to the global scale. Okay. So again, government along with private players can empower artists, help bridge industry gaps. And that last red line also, offering business training, incubating innovative projects, connecting them with the global marketing platform, tools and practices. So the main lines which you should use in your answer is what I have highlighted or underlined. Okay, remaining all are just that storytelling which they are doing. Okay, when you read it yourself, you may take time to catch these lines. So that is the overall thing about how to make the artist get their deserving thing. Okay, now this article, as I told, it's Kerala specific, but you know the migrants, like especially from Bihar, West Bengal, Orissa, UP, these are all people, many people travel from there and come to Kerala or Tamil Nadu to work. Why? Because their wages are high. Okay, there if you do some work and get some like 300 rupee per day, the same work here if you do, you may be getting 650 rupee per day. Okay, it depends on the work. I'm just telling an example. So that reason, many people travel every now and then and come and almost settle there also. In Kerala, actually, you go and check, almost every street vendors or the shops, the pani puri sellers, everyone are Hindi people. It's not Malayalis. Okay, Malayalis have that fake pride also is there. They don't do these which they think is menial jobs. Okay, you won't do like maybe stitching maybe a slipper or a shoe, or that you see the vendors right on the street who sit and do work. Malayalis themselves won't do that. For that, these people come from other states and they are the ones. You go to any district of Kerala, you will find many people on the street. Okay, you will be find for every such job, street jobs. Okay, they will be, Malayalis themselves will be in maybe proper built structure, which is like a proper juice shop or a restaurant. That is the one they run. Okay, and even the restaurants, if you see inside the kitchen section, there will be many people who are these Bengali, Bihari, Orissa people. Okay, that is how they get better pay here, because these things there also they can do, but the pay will be less. Okay, so now problem is, are their living conditions good? They are coming, okay, they are getting pay, okay. Are their living conditions good? Do they have that respect in the society? Because you see many attacks on migrant workers and this thing, every time you see in news, okay, the way people, high class people behave with these people, it's very bad. So that is what is discussed in this particular article. This is like district wise chart they have given, number of settlements, number of persons per settlement, and like that lakhs of people are there. Okay, here if you see an estimate, a number, Kerala Planning Board Report 2021, Kerala is an employment hub for 34 lakh interstate migrant workers. Okay, 34 lakh. So higher reasons, higher wages, regularity of work, better social and cultural milieu compared to many other states are the key drivers, key reasons or factors. Okay, so Kerala has implemented a range of welfare, health and literacy schemes for these migrant workers. Okay, and that is why we think Kerala is a migrant friendly state. Okay, but yet systematic micro level inquiry point to various shortcomings. Okay, so you'll zoom into it and check actual details. It is not that friendly state. Okay, people job they are getting, that is fine, but the schemes are not reaching them. So again, another observations done by this SERB, okay, the Science and Engineering Research Board, a study was there, effect of social institution and technological interventions on access to healthcare among the interstate migrant labor in Kerala. Meaning they are checking what all is there. It is conducted by who? MG University, Mahatma Gandhi University. It revealed that the benefits entitled in these policies do not reach a majority of migrant workers. Okay, so this article is dealing with that, and there was some international labor conclave which happened in Thiruvananthapuram, which is capital of Kerala. There again these things came up in May month. So that is why it is being discussed in this particular Hindu article. So they have lot of problems, such as they are telling unity trouble. Unity trouble means this only, proper assessment, proper data is not there. See, unity trouble refers to the absence of a disaggregated assessment of the work and life situations. Proper, you don't have analysis or data. You just name them guest worker. So guest worker is a ambiguous symbolic expression. You are telling, okay, they are guest worker, this is all title and all fine. But are they actually getting? That's what they are telling. Critics argue that this expression guest worker fails to account for the nuanced aspect of right denials, meaning rights are getting denied. They are telling current policies, which is already there in Kerala, lack a comprehensive vision. Compared to what? Compared to the Interstate Migrant Workmen 1970. There is an act called Interstate Migrant Workmen Act 1979. Compared to that, the current policies are not in sync. They are not getting the rights. And then a list of strikes which happened, migrant workers protesting against the government or the power there, that is written here. Okay, that Uravur strike 2012 for better wages, Adidampura strike 2023 for equal pay, Ettumanu strike targeting contractors who denied the right of workers, anti-exploitation right 2016 against forced collection of union fee. Okay, anti-wage theft strike 2022 against contractors. Okay, so every kind of pay related, rights related, wages related strikes are happening every, like last decade, these many, in 23, 22, you see these many strikes have happened. Okay, but none of these strikes has worked. Okay, government mechanism failed to address the rights denials highlighted by these strikes. Okay, addition of wages, the work, the unhygienic living conditions, lack of social security, then they are facing physical abuse, verbal and symbolic violences. Okay, everything are frequently getting reported. The health of workers are constantly at risk because of the hazardous things in the workplace also, because of diseases also, accidents they are dying. So many problems they are facing. Okay, so the phenomenon of chain of exploitation. Okay, same thing, they are getting exploited, the wage wise or maybe anything. They are not getting proper houses to stay. They are all struggling. They are treated very badly in the place. Is what is only getting job and money is not enough. You should get respect also in the place, right? That is not being getting. So basic human rights and citizenship rights are not there. Every individual deserves inherent dignity of humanity. And in this contemporary, this present capitalist society, okay, capitalism is needed for anyone to grow. But there is a problem also. There is a disregard of rights. Proper rights are not given to the people. Social justice is not given to the people. So Kerala can enhance its reputation as a space of inclusivity and sustenance By how? By addressing the social justice concern of these workers. Okay, so the way forward, they have given 6 points, I think. Here is the final conclusion of this article. Recommendations are given of how to correct it. First, shift from this usual number data census which they are doing is wrong. You should have a more proper thematic model, or a panchayat wise proper data bank in every panchayat. You should have a more zoomed in data and their proper this thing, not this Kerala fully one top level. You should not do census. Zoomed in panchayat wise census you should do of their data. Okay, because anything I told you 2 days back also, data is the key for anything. You have to do any scheme or anything, you need to know the data. Okay, even if I want to teach you people, I have to have the data of UPSC aspirants, okay, which we are collecting through our various platforms, Instagram and WhatsApp and all. You keep messaging me, right? So I'm collecting data, I'm getting your number, I'm getting this thing, then only I can guide you. Without data, how will I solve your problems? Okay, so then second one, it is necessary to ensure that government decisions, okay, it should be firmly grounded in right-based principle, meaning you just not tell like, okay, we will increase the pay. That is not enough. Increase the pay, give them other social security benefits also. Okay, whatever is needed. If any loss happens, will the government stand with them? Will they get proper house for rent to stay? All these things, social things also you should take care. Then third one, mechanism must be established in collaboration with the origin state of laborers to enhance access to justice. Again, there should be a mechanism for getting access to justice. So tie up with the state from which they have come. So some deal should be signed. All your workers who come here will be given this much rights. You will have access to justice. Everything, there should be a deal. Okay. Then fourth one, there must be promotion of awareness among whom? Among these migrants, because they themselves sometimes don't know what are the rights they have. They are coming here, they are afraid, they are thinking, oh, this is their place, we should not shout too much, we should not ask for anything. They themselves don't know the rights. Okay. Fifth one, set up initiatives similar to global effort. Okay, in the global, there will be a lot of policies and rules. Copy them or model them and make your own rules for proper migrant workers settlement. Okay, then stakeholder policy and monitoring dialogues, meaning again all the people should be involved. The panchayat should be involved, the company where they are working, the construction workers who take them for contract, construction companies, everything. Okay, even the construction work actually it's actually Bengali, Bihari people. That even in your not only Kerala, Karnataka, you go Tamil Nadu, you go wherever construction is happening, you will see all the people are Hindi people only. Okay, they all come from there here because here more wages you get. Okay, and more work is also there. Here every time, infrastructure is booming like anything in Karnataka and Kerala. So you need people. Then last one, this question was asked in 2023 prelims. Global Compact on Migration, GCM. Same like this, there is Global Compact on Refugees also. Both we taught you. This year question came on Global Compact on Migration. Okay, please Google it. Now it will simply in Google type it 2023 question GCM. That question you will get. And try whether you can solve that question. I think it was a 2-3 statement question and it was that 1 pair, 2 pair only. So it was a difficult question actually. Whether you can solve it or not, try it. Okay, and that is a little debatable question also. We have to wait for answer key next year to see what UPSC thinks about it. So model these kind of global instrument and make a vision in Kerala also for the workers is what the author is telling. So hope it is useful to you. Tell me in comment section so that I can improve, okay, whatever is needed. Because many people without watching all these things will tell comments. Okay, at the end of this video I'll tell that also. We keep getting messages. Okay, so today also there is some person who is not happy with how Vysh IAS teaches or how the foundation thinks and all works. So I don't know whether you can see also. So here messages comes, it's some random fake profile only. So from there it is like, I watched your foundation, it is not at all remarkable like you claim. The videos are provided by every coaching institute. What others are doing, same thing you are also doing. Okay, meaning a complete negativity from first to last. I don't know why this much effort he took. It's a very, very big message. Very, very, like I have to scroll the message. That much big message he has sent. Like you are putting status after status in WhatsApp. You are simply provoking people. You are forcing them to buy paid courses. This editorial is not paid. The foundation is not paid. My lectures are not paid. Only one thing is there, one test series program is there, 1 year timetable based, which also only I tell those who can study come and join. So that also he has problem. He's telling, you don't know to talk nicely. You are not a sweet person. You are, again, okay, you are making students ashamed of their career, something and all. It's very big, okay, it's very big and telling like everything negative. One word, if he like, suppose he watch something and tell, okay, this was okay, but maybe that was not correct. Something is there, but something is lacking, I can understand. This complete Vysh IAS is a blunder if you have to tell this targeted thing which he is doing. And it's not only here. In YouTube he is doing, in Facebook he is doing, everything is from fake profiles, fake IDs. Okay, so whoever it is, whatever your concern is, if you are an aspirant, I would like to tell, keep aside all your ego and watch that foundation. Okay, if you are actually preparing for UPSC. If you are not aspirant and if you are simply, somebody has sent you to do this targeted thing, there's no point. Okay, because here I won't, this like it came in my spam. I'm anyway going to delete it and block it. You keep sending, we'll keep ignoring. Okay. but this is just to reply to you, because here I don't want to reply and then make you in my proper messages thing. Let it be in my spam only. Okay, so if you want to do, continue doing it. We will continue teaching the way we are doing. Okay, students who are serious will find the things which are useful to them. Else they know that it's not useful, they will ignore it also. They will not spam like this. Okay, so if you want to study something, if it's helping you, only then watch. I told you in the first episode also, if you are already watching some editorial, if you need Hindi editorial and all, then you should not watch this. If you felt like whichever you watched, those things are not okay, you feel that is not teaching good to you as per your standards or your needs, or maybe already you failed by paying other institutes, they maybe promised something and gave you something else. Many things would have happened. Then you found this as more interesting, more like suiting you, then join, then watch, else don't watch. So it's a simple thing. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Come and contact me in WhatsApp, Gmail, Instagram, wherever you want, and try to study in the right way, because UPSC needs daily studying. Already people have started studying. If you have not started, if you're 24 aspirant, I'm telling, not started studying, you will be a little behind them. And this looks as if I am telling something rude. This is what happens to these kind of people. When we tell the reality to you, you think we are being rude. We are not being rude. We are telling you the reality. Other coaching class will tell the other one. Not at all late. You can join now. It's very easy. In 200 days, I will cover for you. Topper, you are guaranteed topper. Nobody can guarantee you. If they guarantee you topper, get out of that institute. They are lying to you. They just want your fees or your time or your clicks on their link or whatever. Even if it's free, they are just calling you to watch all those things. I am telling you the opposite one. I am telling you only those who study will pass. Others will not pass. Just because we are giving some foundation videos and all, you didn't take it seriously. You simply skip and watch. Obviously, the one who watched it fully will have better results than you. Okay, only who do the hard work will pass UPSC. Not by enrolling, by studying, enrolling and studying. Okay, so when you're serious, study. When you're not serious, don't watch anything. And if you're watching or not watching, don't come and spam like this. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.